I think I can continue. As I said earlier, as a clan, we felt that here we don't have now any power over those murderers. We now leave all that they have done in the hands of Adroa and Ikwa. We leave all those into the hands of Adroa and Ikwa, where some people call Rubanga, others call it Ruhanga, others call it whatever, but we call it Adroa and Ikwa. Adroa and Ikwa will do the needful on our behalf, not us going physically to do any other thing, because we don't have all that capacity. God knows what He will do with such people. Our brother, Dr. Gino Abiriga, had many plans for the clan and the community at large. He had already planned to construct a bridge across this stream called Idre and to open a road so that there is an easy access to the school, but all this has come to a standstill. Construction of health facility, construction of God's worshipping houses like the one here, and finished the one at the new Church of Uganda, the mosque. All these were in his plans, but all in all, they have all stopped. He was not a politician, because for some politicians, they will reach certain places when the campaigns come. If the campaigns are not there, they may not even reach it to some of us. So therefore, since he was a man for the people, we have really lost him. And we are saying, let God keep his soul in good place. However, what about these plans he had? What can the government do for us so that our tears can be wiped off? We leave that to the government officials. And all other supports are welcome. Please, we look forward to your help for us. Of you, if it was not because of your heartbroken, we would not know what to do. Therefore, may the good Lord give you journey mercies as we lay him to rest, and as you start to go back to your various places. May Almighty God lead you safely and reach there, and continue to pray for us, because when we shall see the grave, it will make us to recall. Therefore, thank you for coming. Please feel at home. Thank you very much.
Saro iyonjeza ngazu ba abia madumadu chepere de kurasi ere angudime I mbabani direrne amaedo erisi afeta darni de lebanane dama vutiere bandra aburni skulu lazo de mesedi azengazo ambatia Dr. Paul Nzuo. Please, may I invite you to come and represent all the students of St. Joseph's College of Mbati, as if I saw him around. You are most welcome, Doctor. Thereafter, we shall have a representative of Lubara community in Masindi. May I request all of you to manage time, because not everybody is from within. May I request all of you to manage time. Doctor, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, the clergy, the members of the bereaved family, all mourners from Masindi and here in West Nile, on behalf of the very many groups that I'm going to represent and on my own behalf, I want to sincerely thank you for joining us in celebrating the life of our brother, Dr. Gino Abiriga. We came to know Abiriga from St. Joseph's College, Ombachi, and the students with whom we were in class and in the school are here as representatives. And we knew him there, as already described, somebody who smiled every time, had no problem with anyone, was willing to provide academic advice to everybody. He was extremely brilliant. And our St. Joseph's College Ombachi of those days was a school where when your child enters there, you know that he will become somebody very useful to the nation. That's why the team you see here, we have doctors, we have senior planners, we have senior engineers and other categories of persons. That is from our side in Ombachi. The second representation I am having here is that Dr. Abiriga Gino went to Maracha School of Science and Technology. The members are not here, but a number of you will remember Dr. Bitex, who was the MP for Maracha Municipality. You also remember Dr. Diana Atwine, who were his classmates. They similarly extended their deep sorrow about the demise of our brother. And they made the same expression of how he performed or how he behaved. He was this person who welcomed everybody, who was very professional, enterprising, and ensured that he served his patients to the best of his ability. And they requested that I should have read their condolence message, and they requested me to extend the information that they have tried to mobilize 3 million shillings that they are going to give to the children, especially the biological children. Since first term is usually a very difficult term, it will help to send the children back to school in addition to other supports that may come. And later on, of course, Abiriga, you should remember, was given that responsibility as district health officer for Masindi. And accordingly, being the vice chairman of the DHO's association at national level, the association also requested me to extend their deep sorrow to the demise of Dr. Abiriga Gino. And I have Dr. Aliga from Nakaseke district, but he's son of the soil. Please raise up your hand. So these two of us here now represent the Association of DHOs of Uganda. And members, we as health workers, I'm sure there are very many of them here that we cannot request them to stand up. We are security officers. We touch lives of people uniquely, and accordingly we wouldn't like to be sent to the grave this way. So it is our humble appeal that since we are friends of the people, not only health workers, since all of us professionals in various capacities, all of us citizens of this country need to live in a safe environment. Our lawmakers, try to do your best. People may be killing others for financial benefits. Can we ensure that the PDM that we have brought actually makes people economically strong to the extent that you will not look at what is on the plate of others? The other thing that I would like to request our members of parliament to do is some increment in allocation, especially for medicines and supplies. Our communities are becoming insecure, and that is contrary to the theme of 2021-2026. secure in the future. If you go to many of our health facilities, not only in Maracha, you will find that there is a shortage. And we beg that the prime thing that brings people to our facilities, that brings everybody to health workers, that makes our life as doctors and other allied professionals easy, is availability of medicines and supplies. So it is our prayer that Dr. Abiriga Gino's death becomes a turning point for us to fix certain critical issues in our social service delivery. May we pray together that Gino rests in eternal peace. We have condolence messages and support from, I already mentioned the one from the team from Maracha University. We have this one from the OBs of St. Joseph's College Ombachi. The one from the Association of DHOs, we shall also hand over to COC. I thank you. Sorry, my name is Onzubo Paul. I happen to be the DHO of Maracha District. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor, and your team, who were once in St. Joseph's College of Bachi, for identifying in the morning with us. Next is the Lubara Masindi community representative. I still want to repeat, we give this privilege to pay tribute, and please let us mind of time. The representative of Lubara Masindi community, you are most welcome.
The bereaved family, government officials, both political and technical, in all the districts from Masindi up to Maracha here, resident district commissioners, cows, mourners in your various capacities, the clergy. It is indeed so sad and hurting for us as members of our community to have lost our dear brother Gino Abiriga in a very horrendous manner. Abiriga Gino came to Masindi in 1999, and we hosted him to Masindi Hotel in a very colorful welcome party together with the Betty Adima, who was the then RDC. During the party, Abiriga promised and voted in front of everybody that he is going to offer service and save lives of people diligently, which promise he meticulously carried out till the time of his death. He treated people regardless of their social levels and incomes. There was no segregation. He treated everybody uniformly. And people of Masindi are mourning together with us in this trying moment. That's why they have come here in very big numbers. We have also been very close to Dr. Abiriga's family, especially during the time when he lost his dear wife, Rose Bako. We came here and attended the burial. And when he lost the father, mother, and even his sister recently, we have been with him in all those trying moments. Dr. Abiriga, having grown up in a peasant family, in this poor background, he lived true to that lifestyle of a modest person. He served people with humility, without pride. Many times you would see him in the town of Masindi, walking on foot or moving on border borders, which is very rare. Many qualified doctors would like to drive themselves in Prados and other expensive vehicles, which Abiriga did not accord himself, because he wanted to live a simple life, which simple life lived up to the time of his death. I want to take this time to thank the cow Masindi, RDC and Chairman Masindi for sitting down together with the security squads to make sure that they handled the after-death situations peacefully. And me, as a leader of the peasants and the local community in Masindi, the first thing I did when I received the call from the office of the president, I was asked that we have had Dr. Abiriga is dead. I said, yes, he has died. Then they said, how has he died? I said, I don't know. The same call I got from office of the vice president, I was asked so many questions. I said, I don't know how he has died. DPP's office, so many places I was receiving phone calls. I told people, you be calm and peaceful. The rightful owners of this funeral are the cow, who was the supervising officer of Abiriga, and the RDC and the police, who will issue us an official statement according to which we shall know how this death occurred. So me as a civilian, I cannot explain to you how Dr. Abiriga has been killed. I want to take this time to recognize among ourselves here a senior elder, Mzee. Mr. Darcy Godfrey has worked with Uganda hotels for over 35 years and retired in Masindi. Masindi was his last workstation in Masindi Hostel, and he retired. He's still living in Masindi. Reverend Canon Simon Abima went to Masindi in 1972, and he has lived there up to now. I went to Masindi in 1997. If you look at all of us who are standing before you here, we have lived in Bunyoro for not less than 25 years, and we have been living peacefully with all the people in Bunyoro. Bunyoro is not only for the Banyoro. That shows to you that our relationship across that side is peaceful and harmonious, and we would request, let us maintain it that way. I have my brother here, John Bosco. He also comes from this village. He works with Kinyana Sugar Limited. He's one of the strong pillars in a rural community, Kinyara Wing. And Munyo Robert, these are all members of rural community members. And I wouldn't take this time to give you a long speech. We have already written our condolence message. It is at the condolence desk to be read to you at the appropriate time. But we have managed to raise 1,284,000 to support in this burial arrangement. Before I go to sit down, I would like to request the Mayor Masindi to come here. He's a Munyoro, but many times he's always with us. Mayor, please can you come over? Mayor Masindi has always been standing. There is a problem. He comes and stands with us. Let him say it in his own words if I continue.
Dear mourners, I want to thank the chairperson of the Rugwara community in Masindi. Arua community?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Kyomuhendo Businge Ronald, the mayor of Masindi municipality. I'm a Rugwara. The only difference is that I can't speak the language. I have been with this community for a very long time. I'm happy my headmaster is here. This man saw me when I was starting school, and he taught me to be a very good person. But one of the problems I have found in this world, learning the language called Lugwara, you need about 200 years. Because when you try it, but it's very, very difficult. But the Lugwara community, I want to assure you, I love you so much, and I will always be part of you. And I'm surprised that the chairman called me to say something. I'm happy that I'm here, and I want to thank all of you, especially the team from Masindi, the district chairperson, the RDC, the CAV, the council of Masindi district, for really having organized a befitting send-off of our brother, Dr. Abiriga. When I was coming here this morning, I met a small boy. We met a small boy in Arua town. We did not know the direction to Maracha, but I was very surprised. A boy of about 12 years knew Dr. Abiriga. Says, you know, I'm going to Maracha, please, can you go with me? Are you going to bury Dr. Abiriga? We said yes. We were very surprised. So I want to thank everybody who associated him or herself with the Dr. Abiriga, and for the people of Masindi and Vinyona at large, we shall always miss Dr. Abiriga. And I want to thank the chairman of the elders here, who stood here before this team, for the message he gave, that you do not have, the people here, the cultural leaders and the team, do not have any issues, do not have any hatred to anybody. We are happy that the security is advancing towards getting the people who did what they did, and I'm very sure God will help us, and maybe we'll punish them in the same way. But I can assure you, as a country, as a region, as a district, we are really stuck. We don't know how to proceed. We pray to Almighty God to help us so that we are strong, and then we see how we proceed. Our members of Parliament, thank you very much for being part of this send-off. With those, Chairman, I did not know that you really appreciate me to that level. For me speaking in the Maracha here at a burial like this, called by yourself, I can't take it for granted. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Your Worship, the Mayor. I also recognize the presence of our Mayor, Municipality, the MP, Masindi Municipality, Honorable Senge Joab, together with your colleague, the MP for Boroli, Aled. You're all welcome in this funeral. To the family, we stand here to show you that we are still united with you. Though your father has gone, we are united with you. In case of anything that you need support, come to us. We are aware your father has left a lot of assets and properties in Masindi. When you need our help, we shall sit with you and guide you. Don't fight over property. I wish you all the best. May Dr. Abiriga's soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you very much for those remarks. We are humbled that you have been there for us and on our behalf up to this far. May I have Chairman LC5, Maracha District, come and receive all these honors, make one or two comments. One thing that we know you of is time management, unless you want to prove us wrong today. Chairman LC5, you're most welcome.
Thank you, MC. I know the protocol is very long. I may not be able to follow them critically. The clergy, the bereaved family, members of parliament, resident district commissioners, distinguished mourners in your various capacities. Good afternoon to you all. I'm Obito Stephen, District Chairman, Maracha. Going by our time, I'm not going to take long. I'm just going to perform very, very short function. First of all, I want to really share our condolences with the bereaved family upon the unfortunate demise of our fallen doctor. We know it is a funeral that has disorganized the whole country. It has not only shocked you, it has shocked the entire country. I therefore want to welcome all the mourners who have been able to make it here on your behalf as the family, and thank you very, very much for turning up in these big, big numbers. It's really a very big consolation to the bereaved family. In a special way, I really want to appreciate Masindi community. This number here, we cannot really take it for granted. We know our doctor our doctor fitted there very, very well. This is a very good sign. We've had our people, our own from Maracha, working in the various parts of the country. But whenever they get problems, we don't see this number. We don't see them being followed by this, by a number that is cannot be compared to the number we've received here. Thanks a lot for your support, and we shall continue to relate together with you people very, very well. I know Masindi is having a good number of people from West Nile. Quite many of our people are there, and they have never complained of any form of, harassment there. Let's continue with that spirit. I want to urge the government. Good enough, the RDC is here, RDC machine. I want to urge the government to really expedite the investigation. We know whatever will be done to the perpetrators cannot bring the life of our own doctor back. But we need justice to be done. Let the investigation be done to the logical conclusion. And we see justice being done to these perpetrators, even if it will not change the situation a lot. I know our brother has gone, but he has really left a very big gap in Maracha. Just as I said during our special council session, we have limited doctors in this community, in Maracha as a whole. When we see them going like this, it really affects us a lot. And we do not have now any hope of replacing them. If you see the current shift in the education system, the current education system does not favor the poor now. That's where a majority of us belong. Does not favor the poor. You all know producing a doctor takes the longest period of time. 6 to 7 years somebody is still in school. And there's no period this person goes to school without money. If you take the current tuition, 7 million per semester, how much money will a home need to produce a doctor like this? It is really a very big loss. I therefore encourage the family to really keep up the candle. You carry on with the latest enterprises. Let none of those enterprises go down, be run down. Put on his shoes and ensure those enterprises continue. Those enterprises that are started at home there, we shall also, as a government, as a local government, we shall come around and ensure some of these enterprises are completed, especially the water project, completed to be able to remember him. My dear people of Maracha, yo dimane le ya mani dia tia madrisiri. Iyo kisari sewaro. Iyo ezaki take. Amani ngazo bazi ni suzu amanva amalti leti Dr. Maparia wanichi. Le amama bekuduku amama pekianji matiskulwa. You never know Mungu icho mudu leba fe. Azi alo irinini muzo e struggle zo. Medicine yezwanga doctor ni yerlera. Akadi ya modu be I bani andra di mubaskulu labanga kilili fuba body. Azidi ya makudra vusi, azidi ya makugirika retirement vusi. In 10 years to come, I want to tell you, we shall not see doctors from our place. We shall not see those other professionals, key professionals. We shall not see them the way I've seen the trend of education these days. If you go to archives of universities, you go through the admission list. You go from number 1 to the last, you can't see anybody from here. You can't. Unless now you go to these other private universities where, you know, things are not tight. That's when you can now see one or two names there. We really need to wake up and see what we can do. And for all those who are working out there, let's simulate doctor. When we get problem, let's be followed, you know, like the people of Masindi have done today. Not only actually Masindi alone, I know Kradongo is here, people from Hoima are here, people from Bulisha, they are all here. So let's simulate that. As I said, our visitors will have to leave. Actually by 4 they should be leaving, because the park closes at 6 rather. They are going to go through park. So MCs, you make sure you do the needful. You do the needful to be able to save for them time. I believe thereafter I have a function to perform. Yeah, I now need to perform this function straight away. I now want to take this honor to invite my colleague, Honorable Beranga, LC5 with your cow, to come and say one or two things to the mourners, and we shall move in that order. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, my colleague, the chairperson, Maracha District Local Government. Our honorable members of parliament, religious leaders present here, the RDC, my colleagues, the leaders, district executive committee for both districts or all districts present here, cows, chairperson LOC 321, all mourners, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Vyaruhanga Cosmas, district chairperson Masindi, and this is my second term and last term in office. I have been to Maracha before. My first cow to work with was Ttv Uganda from Maracha here. We're even here for the burial of his brother. I have many friends here. I can see Dr. Abiriga, Dr. Paul, we were together at Uganda Matters University doing masters. I worked in health before I worked here. But I want to say, I didn't know that today I will be here coming to bury a very important person, Dr. Abiriga, who has been known not only to Masindi and Maracha, but the entire country and the whole world at large. It is quite painful. I don't know how many speeches I have made since he died on Sunday. We have cried, the tears have dried. It is a so painful moment. Maracha people, or all West Nilers, cannot be separated from Masindi. Masindi cannot be complete without West Nile. I was born, and my nearest neighbors, those who are from Masindi and those who have come there, the next village to my village is called Nsambia. I grew up with Lugwara. Where I stayed most in Kabango, that is Lugwara community. We have 3 sub-counties. Nyanton's sub-county, the chairperson LC3 is here, is also Lugwara. May you stand up? It's here. We have Kabango Town Council. We have Udongo sub-county. All those sub-counties is Lugwara alone. Then we have Pakani sub-county, Labongo sub-county, Kiatiri Town Council, that's Saluru. So almost half of Masindi is West Nile. So even if, God forbid, Abiriga had been killed by a Munyoro, it would not be a tribal issue, it would be an individual issue. But thank God, according to the preliminaries, I think we are not there. Dr. Abiriga was more of a Munyoro than a Lugba. I talked a lot, I will not waste time, but I will just give you only one example. to prove this, that Dr. Abiriga was more of a Munyoro than a Lukbar. There is one doctor of philosophy, Dr. Kamunde. He came morning to the hospital after hearing the death of Dr. Abiriga. And he told me a very touching story. Dr. Abiriga had referred this colleague of his for a prostate surgery to a Munyoro surgeon. During the operation, the surgeon realized that there was also a hernia when you open the abdomen, but there was also a hernia. Because he was on local anesthesia, they would be able to speak. And he told him, you have a hernia here, but if you want me to work on it, you pay 1 million. And the patient pleaded and said, please help me. I didn't know it was developing. I have 500,000. The man insisted and said, if it is $1 million, I will also close it. And the man did not have $1 million at that time. He had 500,000. The surgeon did not work on the hernia. He did his work on the prostate. He closed the abdomen. The man healed, came back to Dr. Abiriga and said, you know where you sent me? They also told me there is a hernia. Dr. Abiriga did an examination and also confirmed that he had a hernia. He said, sorry, my brother. When you are better, come back. You know, there is a way he talked. Yes. When we shall work on you. He came back and did the operation free of charge. The Munyoro doctor requested for $1 million, rejected 500. The Lukbar worked on the hernia free of charge. There are many people here who have traveled and paid money in the past and said, for Abiriga, I'll give another example. I will not talk much, but Madame Mille stand up. There is a fat lady, that lady you are seeing. All her deliveries through cesarean section. She said, I must go and bury. And many others. Some women are even wondering whether they should become pregnant again because they are not sure. Dr. Abiriga has been everywhere. There is Mzee Kateva, the one who is saying he's going to keep the 50,000 note in his house, he will never spend it, whom we were with at a party on Saturday before he died in that night. Mzee Kateva, chairperson of Historicals, where are you? He's there. They talked, said I was not there when you had problems, but get this money, 50,000. He's still keeping it. Those are just a few examples because we cannot talk about Dr. Abiriga and conclude. I want to end here, and also the RDC will talk more about this. To answer your request, when I was here in council, I communicated, the director CID called me and said, I hope you'll be given time to talk when you are there. I said, I think so. He told me to tell you that all the people who were involved in the murder of Dr. Abiriga have been arrested. 2 of them were arrested in Buko, and right now they are being brought to Masindi for police proceedings, joining other suspects. His interest was, before we bury Dr. Abiriga, these people are put in court. But because of the processes of police, these people are going to appear in court on Monday. And I'm sure they will be everywhere on TTV, on all media, and you have to live to prove to this. We know Dr. Abiriga cannot come back, but at least if these people are left, you never know tomorrow they could be. Because I don't think these people even paid a lot of money. These are murderers. They are careless people. As I said, they didn't know the person they were killing. For them, they are looking at him as Dr. Abiriga or as the husband or what. But this is a man who concerned everybody. I want to reassure the parents, the relatives, and all the community around Dr. Abiriga. As leaders in Masindi, we know Dr. Abiriga has done a lot. He has houses, has a private clinic, he has sugarcane plantation, he has many pieces of land, and so forth. And some of these could be without formal agreements. But we are willing to support the family to make sure that all his properties are recovered and are managed very well. I want to finally thank the RDC Masindi. For the first time, I also worked as a security person. This news got us in church. We coordinated very well. I think, although some people don't like it, but I think it is better when the chairman and RDC and CAR are working together. We coordinated very fast, and I also became a security person. We were directly with the director CID, and that's why some people could not be able to escape. And we're in touch, and very fast, within 30 minutes, we knew the problem was local. And worked around the clock up to date, and that's why you are seeing many people are being brought to book. I want to recognize, because of time, I want to request all the people who have come from Masindi, Chiriandongo, Ulisa, all of you to stand up. So you can see, almost more than a half of the people are from that side. And many would have come. If we were to bury Dr. Abiriga in Masindi, I don't think we would have even a space where to step because of his importance. Father Waiswa from Kabango Parish and the entire priests, they are here. Even Lisa, the priest from our church where Dr. Abiriga used to pray from, the curate is here. You are most welcome. We have a platform. Among all the platforms, which we call Friends of Masindi, the admin is here. May you stand up for recognition. He's always with us. Yes, you're most welcome. I will request the councillors and the executive committee members to stand up. Thank you so much for coming. I will request our Honorable Speaker to stand up from Masindi for recognition. You are most welcome, and thank you for also doing what they have done here, because we also paid last respect and paid tribute to Dr. Abiriga. Without wasting time, let me invite the Chief Administrative Officer to come, because she's the one to account. She's the accounting officer. I have left everything concerning contribution, monies and what have you for her to account. I will request you allow me to go and sit. I know you are a sir, you will be able to stand even without my support. My chair will give you enough support. Thank you so much. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you, Chair. I will adopt the protocol that my bosses here adopted and say, fellow mourners, a lot has been said, but as the head of civil service and the immediate supervisor to the late, I have a few things to say for record purposes. Dr. Abiriga Jaino joined Masindi District Local Government as a medical officer in 1999 and was later promoted to the position of senior medical officer. And at the time of his demise, he has been our acting district health officer. And for the 2 years he has served as a district health officer, he has been under my supervision. Certain words have been said, and we have taken them for granted, or to be that those are the words. But I want to emphasize this as a head of civil service, that during Dr. Abiriga Jaino's service, I want to emphasize, as somebody who is keeping his file, that he has been an excellent servant with high level professionalism, integrity, I remember when we were assigning him as DHO, in his maiden speech, he told all of us that, "Cow, if you people think I have come here to share what I have been hearing you people doing at the headquarters, I have not come to steal, I have come to serve." And he has lived up to it, up to this time. He has been committed and a people's servant, a team player. Dr. Abiriga used to like words brother and sister. Even me, whenever I would have issues, Cow and DHO, he would say, "No, Madam Cow, my sister, this should be like this." He really loved peace. And we know conflicts are bound to happen, but he has been a team player and very highly accountable as a head of health services in the district. I want to comment about the contributions since Sunday to date that have been made. Of course, as accounting officer, you are accountable for all assets and liabilities. So, from Sunday up to yesterday, the district, both technical and political staff, friends, well-wishers, Ministry of Health, and the community of Masindi district collected, at least the money that reached me was 17,265,000, out of which 7,415,000 is what has been used towards the funeral services, the coffin, grave construction, and transport costs. $5,050,000, we already sent it to the family treasurer. So with me, I have 4,800,000 to be handed over. I was instructed to deal with the family treasurer. So we shall see the family treasurer after here to hand over the 4,800,000. So that makes the total of 17,265,000. We shall support the family to process the benefits of the late to his rightful estates managers. As I conclude, allow me recognize and appreciate the following. The church in Masindi, all through from Sunday up to Wednesday, we had the church with us. Spiritually, I think we were consoled and were able to stand firm. The security team, the RDCN team, they kept us guided as technical staff and strong amidst uncertainties. And on this note, may I request the technical staff that have been able to make it here, please to stand up. We are over 100, I believe. So, if we had not been really assured of certain measures, I think we would fear also being here. But I thank the security that you are with us all through. The political leadership of Masinda and Maracha, like I heard it from here, from the council speak of Maracha, that this is the first time they are recognizing a technical officer. Likewise in Masindi, Dr. Abiriga has been the second person to be recognized before the council session. To me, as a head of civil service and technical person, I really want to thank you for the high respect and that kind of gesture. I've told my teams, and I need to still re-emphasize it here, for the technical officers of Masinda and Maracha, this is what we should strive for. I want to thank the staff of Masinda again and Maracha for being calm and for all the support. We have not rested from Sunday up to this time, trying to see that our colleague gets a befitting send-off. The Permanent Secretary Ministry of Health has been in touch with me all through. She actually sent her message that while they were at school, I think at the university, Dr. Abiriga's index number was 001 and Dr. Diana Atwine was 002. She has been to Masindi from the time we had Dr. Abiriga's DHO, and she has personally been trying to mentor Abiriga in management of health services. So I want really also to thank the PS, and she sent 2 million shillings as condolence cash. Our development partners, we have Ttv Uganda, who have been sitting with Abiriga, Dr. Abiriga in the same office. Kindly stand up for recognition. They are putting on some at least unique t-shirts. They can be seen from that idea. That is the spirit that we encourage. Finally, the community of Masindi, Hoima, Chiriandongo, for the time we had the vigil, for the 5 days at the for the 4 days at the hospital, the community has been with us. You know, in Masindi, we more or less took over the role of being his family because he has been part of us. So we made it a family, and we had all those people to stand with us. With those remarks, I pray that may the soul of Dr. Abiriga Jaino rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
I know there are very many dignitaries at district level. I cannot now recognize all of you. We are time bad. Let's now leave that to MC. Protocol guys have taken note of you at an appropriate time. You will be recognized. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the political leadership of the 2 districts, for those tributes. But we are thinking aloud as the people of Maracha, praying for the government to have a heart. If they could give state scholarship for some of these children of late Abiriga, then we will see another doctor. Because it's our prayer that is possible. Whoever enters state house, whoever enters parliament, whoever has direct phone calls, that will console us better. State scholarship is for every Ugandan. We leave it unto you. The Right Honorable Lubera Kari Prime Minister, this is your son. May I humbly invite you to give us 1 or 2 words of condolences. Our before, I'm a Prime Minister Lubera Karikri Abo, I'm a Biamati Lubera Drinzi, I'm a Antemuchi, Mama Zimpietri and Gazubuesi, I'm a Lubera Anthem goes. May I request everybody to stand up as we sing the Lubera Anthem.